Good Friday is one of the most significant days in Christianity. It commemorates the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. This day is filled with both sorrow and reverence. Sorrow because an innocent man was tortured and killed, and reverence because his sacrifice opened the way of salvation for mankind. 1. Background of Good Friday. According to the Bible, Jesus Christ preached love, justice, and the will of God throughout his life. He healed the sick, performed miracles, and brought people closer to God. However, the religious leaders and political authorities of the time were not happy with his teachings. They falsely accused him and had him arrested. 2. Trial and verdict. Jesus was first brought before the high priest Caiaphas. Then he was presented to the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate. Pilate said that he found no fault in Jesus, but due to pressure from the crowd, he sentenced him to be crucified. 3. The way to the cross. Jesus was forced to carry his own cross. He was taken to Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. There, he was crucified between two criminals. 4. Jesus' final words. Jesus spoke several important phrases while on the cross. One of the most powerful was, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Luke 23-34. And later, before dying, he said, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." Luke 23-46. 5. The message of sacrifice and salvation. Good Friday is not just a day of mourning, it is also a day of hope. Through his death, Jesus offered himself as a sacrifice for the sins of humanity. According to the Bible, his sacrifice offers salvation to anyone who believes in him. 6. The tearing of the temple curtain. At the moment Jesus died, the curtain in the temple tore from top to bottom. This signified that the barrier between God and man had been removed. People could now access God directly through Jesus. Matthew 27-51. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, the rocks split. 7. Why is it called Good Friday? A question often arises. How can the day when an innocent man was killed be called good? The answer is it's called good because through Jesus' death, God showed his greatest act of love. Jesus' sacrifice opened the door of redemption for all mankind. Conclusion? Good Friday reminds us that love, sacrifice, and mercy are the greatest virtues. The message of Jesus still speaks to every heart today. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew 5:44. This day is an invitation to reflect on our lives, seek forgiveness, and draw closer to God with renewed faith.